Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Today we have first online class of social studies of class 7. In this lecture, I will give you detailed introduction about your book and notebook as well. You can see this is your pic of your book of social studies, and the name of the book is Secondary Social Studies for Pakistan, written by Peter Moss, and it's book 2, as you already studied about the book 1 in class 6. So now you are having book 2, and I hope that all of you bought your books, and as you know that your session is started, so you must have complete set of books and notebooks with you. Now we are moving towards your notebook. This is your notebook card page. Here we are needed some things which must be filled by you, and the first heading which we are having here, that is of serial number. You must leave this because you at that time you are not having the idea of your serial number. So you write down your name with capital letter in very neat and legible writing, and then you will mention your class, which is of 7th, and then you will write down the section whatever you have, and in the bottom the heading which we are having, that is of subject, and you will write down social studies. Now move to the inside the copy card, and here we are also having some of the information which we wrote before, that you will not mention your serial number here. You will write down your name, and then in the column of class you will write down 7th and with your section, okay, because here we are not having the separate heading for the section. And then you will write down the subject, which is of social studies, and then branch girls 2, and the session is 2021-22. And another thing which I would like to discuss with you, that all of you must start your work from the very first page of your notebook. Okay, there is no need to leave any page, and this is your first page of your notebook, and you have to start from this page. Now I'm telling you about, or I'm giving you some introduction, or I'm guiding you that how you will start your work. On that page, what you will do first of all, you must make the properly block the page with black marker. Look at this, it's blocked with black marker. You must block the complete page with black marker. And then the writing which you will use in this content page, course content page, that is the course content page which you will write on the very first page of your notebook. So here what you will do, look at the headings first. Headings must be with blue marker, okay. You will not use the black marker in writing. You will use the black marker only in making the page block. So how you will give the heading? Just look at the page or the picture which is in front of you. Here course contents is the first heading, and if we're just going to check that the first letter of both words like course and contents having this letter, the first letter of this word, that is in 2 lines. So it means that heading must be started with the first letter, which should be in 2 lines, and remaining letter must be in 1 line. And why I'm just going to writing this course content page for you, because it means that you have to write as it is, as I'm just going to write it down on that page, okay. It's not finished here. We are also having other 2 chapters of the history section, that just to guiding you that what you will do. First of all, you give the heading of the course contents, then you will give the next heading, which is of geography section, and I think so you are just going to already the same course content page in your last classes, like in 6th and also in 5th class. So what you will do, then you will make the columns, and that columns must not be on full page. Why? Because just like we are having another heading which is of history section, so just draw the lines with pencil that you can erase easily. After that you can with black pointer you can draw the lines. So here we are having the column, the first column which is of serial number, and then the second column which we are having the chapter number, and in the center which is little bit broad as compared to the other columns, that is of chapter name. and in the last we are having the page number column. So in the here, if we just going to check that some of the words I'm writing down or the numbers I'm writing with marker and the remaining with ink pen. So you have to do as it is. Okay, means like if I'm writing, just take the example of serial number 1, chapter 1, and the name of the chapter is Geography of the Muslim World. So what you will do, it means that geography, G and of O and the T, Muslim M, and world W must be capital and with marker. Okay, and then when you will complete this geography section, then if there is extra spaces left or extra lines left, then erase these lines and then give the heading of the history section as I am giving on this page. Okay, and there is no need to cross the lines, the columns lines which you are having. Just take the example of this one, that here we are having the chapter name, then there is no need to cross that margin line which is of chapter names margin line. Okay, you must write within this column. Okay, after that what you will do, as I told you that is of course content. So now I'm giving you the complete introduction, means the remaining chapters which you will write down after that page, that are your course content is divided into 2 parts. The first section is geography section, as I told you, which I wrote for you on the first copy page, that is of geography section, and in that geography sections we are also having 2 maps which are related to the 2 chapters. And the next part of your course content, that is of history section. In geography section, as you remember that I told you the first chapter which we are having of our course, that is of chapter number 1, and the name of the chapter is Geography of the Muslim World. And then second chapter is Climatic Region of the Muslim World, and then chapter number 4, which is of Minerals and Natural Sources of the Muslim World. As I told you that our course is divided into 2 parts. So the second part is history section. In history section we are also having 3 chapters. As you are going back, just remember that here I am writing down the only chapter 1, but it's not finished here because that is just to give you the guidelines. Okay, so it means that after that chapter 14, and the name of the chapter is National Unity and Freedom Movements. And if you remember that here we are having the column in which we are writing down the serial number, and then we are having the chapter number, and last column we are having the page number. So you must write down the page numbers by seeing your book. Okay, the next chapter which we are having in the chapter 15, and the name of the chapter is The Struggle for Freedom, and chapter 16, that is A Road to Independence. These are all the chapters which are included in the history section, and you all know that history means the study of the past events and geography means the study of the earth. Okay, so it means that in these chapters we will discussing these 2 things. In these parts we will discussing, means in first part we will discussing the study of the earth, and the second part we will study the past events. As I told you that we are also having the maps in your syllabus, in your course. So the map number 1 which we are having with chapter number 1. So what is the demand of that map? The demand of that map is, on the world map locate the following countries, and which countries you will locate? Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Pakistan, Sudan, Kazakhstan, Iran, Morocco, and Afghanistan. It means that some of the countries maybe you find in the maps of your geo book. So I hope that it will be too easy for you to locate these countries on the world map, and that is included or the part of the chapter 1. Next we are having chapter number 2. And why chapter number 2? Because this map is the part of the chapter number 2. And what is the demand of that map? That on the world map locate the following deserts located in the Muslim world. Why? Because the name of the second chapter is Climatic Regions of the Muslim World. So it means that is one of the climatic region that is of desert. So that's why what you will locate on the world map, that is of Sahara Desert. All of you very well aware about that Sahara is the largest desert of the world. and you're also discussing some of or also read about this one, the other deserts like Kazalkum desert. I think so you heard about it in 5th class, and then Arabian desert, and the 4th one is Somali desert, and the last one, 5th one, Dashti Lut desert. So these were all the deserts which we will locate on the world map, and that map will be provided by the school. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so that is all about here a course which will be included in the 7th class. But I'm telling you beta that all those things which we will teach you through the different videos, so try to understand, try to learn. Means as in next class inshallah we will start chapter number 1, then you must read out this chapter number 1 thoroughly and also find out the meanings of the difficult words. So when I will start the chapter, then it will be too easy for you to understand. Clear? And during the lecture, all of you must have the rough copy and also pencil in your hands just to note it down the main points. And if you have any questions, then you must write down and you can ask to your teacher. Okay? Now let's start with chapter 1. The name of the chapter is Geography of the Muslim World. In the name of the chapter, we are having two terms. The first is geography and the second is Muslim world. You all know about the what is meant by geography, and the meaning of the geography is study of earth, and the Muslim world means all those countries whose government have declared that they are Islamic states or where the majority of population is Muslim. For example, Pakistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, these are all the countries who are having majority of the population Muslim, so that's why these countries are known as Islamic states. Islam is the second largest religion in the world, and another thing which is related to the religion Islam, that is the only religion which is the fastest growing religion of the world, and in coming future it will become the first largest religion of the world. Now I am telling you about some of the other religions and their ranks in the world. This graph is also given in your book in chapter 1. On left side we are having the percentages, and on the bottom side, means on the horizontal sides, we are having the name of the religions. So if we just going to check that Buddhist is a religion which is having the 6% of the total world population, and Hindus are the 14% of the total population of the world, and Muslims are the 21% of the total population of the world, and the Christians are the 33% of the population of the world, and where 26% are the other minor or the small religions which are having very small ratio as compared to the Buddhists which are having the 6%. So if we just going to check the graph, then we will come to know that Islam is the second largest religion and Christianity is the first largest religion of the world. Now we are discussing about the area of the Muslim world. Area of the Muslim world is stretches from east to west and north to south. The total area of the Muslim world from east to west is 15,000 kilometers, and from north to south it's 6,000 kilometers. Now check the world map. All the green shaded area, that is the Muslim world, but here India also having some green part, but doesn't mean that it's the Muslim country. But why it's having the too much green color? Because too many Muslims are also living in India. That's why it's also having little bit light green color. So it means that all the green shaded area in the world map, that shows the Muslim world. So from east to west and north to south, we will come to know that that is the total area of the Muslim world.